lean back, crack open a can of Pringles, and dim your screen a little. Because today I'm about to tell you a story from a time when the economy wasn't an Excel spreadsheet yet, but more like a Wild West casino running on pure chaos. Yes, you, scrolling through your crypto wallet right now, whispering, "Why is this coin dumping?" Imagine yourself as an NPC living in New York in 1907. But not just any NPC, one whose entire life savings are parked in banks less reliable than a corner shop's handwritten debt notebook. Our main character, J.P. Morgan. But don't picture him as that boring mustached guy from history textbooks. Think of him as the era's server admin, the only player who knows the cheat codes, the rich Discord mod who single-handedly prevents the entire country from getting wiped. It's 1837. Somewhere in Connecticut, a baby spawns directly into wealth. His father, J.S. Morgan, basically tells him, "Son, your life will be planned like an Excel sheet," and proceeds to unlock the best schools and European travel DLCs for him. But our future financial final boss isn't exactly living the main quest. He's constantly sick, socially isolated, and eventually sent alone to the Azores, basically exiled on a side quest. There, surrounded by books and numbers, grinding levels in solitude, he unknowingly trains the ice-cold composure he'll later use in moments of total economic panic. By 19, he steps into Wall Street and starts sending reports to London, and you can already tell, his ability to read market psychology is completely overpowered. Like a DLC character that breaks game balance. His father gets nervous about his reckless plays, especially in 1859, when Morgan YOLOs company money into leftover Brazilian coffee stocks and somehow turns a profit. First major family conflict unlocked. Then comes the Civil War. Morgan pays $300 to hire a substitute soldier and skips the battlefield entirely, while pulling a move so dirty it still raises eyebrows. The government labels 5,000 rifles as junk. Morgan buys them for $3.50 each, applies a tiny patch, and sells them back to the government for $22 apiece. That's a 600% profit. Absolute pro-gamer move.
That's a lot of money.
Public reaction? War profiteer achievement unlocked. Fast forward to 1907. There is no Federal Reserve yet. No game master, no referee.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Every bank is doing its own thing, like a Minecraft server where everyone runs custom mods and nobody respects claim boundaries. Then a few smart guys decide to manipulate the copper market. Sounds
He's a genius.
ends horribly. They crash so hard it's like glitching on the final boss during a speed run.
Dormammu! 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 Dormammu!
The fallout takes down the Knickerbocker Trust Company, which blue screens spectacularly. At that moment, all of America is hovering over the Return to Lobby button. Enter J.P. Morgan. At this point, he's a literal final boss. Massive nose, intimidating stare. Looks like a Disney villain forced into an anti-hero arc. He's 70 years old, fully in I should be retired boomer mode. But when he sees the country on fire, he goes full Thanos.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
He summons all the bankers to his private library. Picture it, Hogwarts restricted section. But instead of spellbooks, it's gold reserves and debt contracts. He locks the door. Yes, actually locks it and pockets the key. "Gentlemen," he says, "you're not leaving until this is fixed. Otherwise, you're all getting banned." Outside, people are screaming in front of banks. "Give us our money!"
Fucking kids! Get some money! Fucking cocksucker!
Inside, bankers are whining. "There's no cash left." Morgan snaps back. "Then put your loot on the table." Quick disclaimer so the YouTube algorithm doesn't nerf this video. Morgan isn't doing this out of kindness. If the system collapses, his empire crashes like a PC with System 32 deleted. So he keeps them locked in until 4 a.m., a raid. But he's the boss. Bankers are half asleep while Morgan, rocking those legendary mustaches, definitely would have won certified neckbeard of the era. Forces signatures onto papers. You give this much gold. You save that bank. And you stay quiet or I kick you from the server. He invents the first modern bailout, basically an economic DLC that wasn't in the base game. At one point, New York City itself is about to go bankrupt. Morgan calls in the mayor, hands him a check like, "Here, go buy the kids some ice cream and don't shut the city down." This level of dominance is like pain-dropping Shinra Tensei in Naruto. Obliterates everything, then casually restores order.
Shinra Tensei.
Here's the wild part. There's no Twitter, no WhatsApp. Panic spreads instantly. Morgan's only job is to project confidence. When he walks outside, his aura alone stabilizes markets. He lights a cigar, walks calmly, and the message is clear. I'm here. Relax. But this heroic story hides a massive irony. People start realizing how dangerous this is. Sure, he saved us today, they say. But what if tomorrow he wakes up angry and bans everyone? That fear directly leads to the creation of the Federal Reserve. Morgan unintentionally builds the system that will eventually take his power away, like a beta test moderator who loses admin rights when the full release launches. So now you're thinking, how can one man save an entire country? To your parents, this is financial genius. To us, it's just manually entering data in an admin panel on a laggy server. Morgan took an impossible-to-digest economic disaster, drowned it in authority sauce, and served it as a fast food bailout combo. If he hadn't locked that library door, we'd probably still be trading carrots for iron like Minecraft villagers going, When Morgan died, global stock markets shut down briefly. That was the real-world equivalent of the entire server pressing F to pay respects. But history doesn't care. Politicians said, "This much power can't belong to one man," institutionalized the system, and now here we are, still sitting on those foundations, asking, so, what's happening with interest rates?
Good evening.
So what's the point of all this? Maybe next time you're in a Discord argument, you can drop, "Bro, do you even know about the Panic of 1907? Or maybe you'll just sleep better knowing your money isn't locked inside JP Morgan's library. If you enjoyed this economics but it's actually a shitpost style of storytelling, you already know what button to press. The algorithm has you in its history and memes loop anyway. Next episode, which historical figure was actually a toxic player? Napoleon? Low-level crook? We'll see. Until then, keep your libraries locked, your pockets full, and never argue with the server admin. See you in the next video. Don't forget to return to the lobby.